Hello, this is teddygaming and welcome to another video. And today's one we're going to be looking at the issue 118 preview for the ongoing tmnt RDW series. And yeah, so currently as of right now, we currently finished off our little run with the future. We've seen Lita and the Battle of the Bands, which was debatable if it was actually good or not. And yeah, we did get to see the future, but now we have a new story. It's all being written by Sophie Campbell, who did the last 17 issues, which is still good, yeah. So the description for this issue as follows: Mashroda returns. Rokosaki has been to hell and back, but will now come to the Turtles as his friend or foe. Meanwhile, April makes a stand against Pax Stockman with dangerous consequences. Okay, so let's quickly break this down. It's not really too much to go over, but yeah. So with the bit that says Rokusaki's been through hell and back, that's like a reference to his little mini series called Shred in Hell, which was fairly good. It was a good lead up to the issue 100, but yeah. But with him being friend or foe, it is pretty obvious that he is now friend, just due to the annual and also last issue where he could have like attacked him or something like that, but he's like, and also he did get clung for Mikey, so he is definitely a friend now. But you never know, he could turn to the dark side, which that could be interesting. Now with this, April makes a stand against Baxter Stockman, with dangerous consequences. I'm guessing it's more down to the fact like guessing what his plan is with the like two mutant eggs and what he's planning with Mutant Town. That's the only thing I could think of. And with dangerous consequences, the only thing I could think of really is I getting chased down the streets by mouses or something like that, and her losing the job or getting mutated, which, yeah, interesting. Okay, so let's actually look at the preview for the actual comic. Okay, so this is the I would put the cover for it. There's nothing too outstanding. The title's at the bottom. It's okay. Got Sucky here and April and Baxter there. Okay, so it says 1 month ago. So this starts at the beginning of issue, well at the end of issue 105. So that's quite cool to see. And yeah, so this is what I mean by he was looking out for Turtles and gave Clunk back to Mikey. And yeah, also this is quite interesting because we never got to see this bit before. With Lisa coming to the future when we saw her coming through a portal. So it's quite good to see like a different angle of what happened. So yeah, this is what we saw in issue 105. Uncle Saki, which is like, it's not like a spoiler or anything, but it's just like she's calling everyone, all family members. Yeah. So I don't really know how Saki knows Lita. Was this actually the same thing? Because how did he know her? Yeah. So is he from the future potentially? With him saying, "Oh, thought you'd be helping out with Clan with Karai and Jennica's musical situation." Um, and yeah, so what's going on? So what I possibly think is that they've been talking through the portal, like time portal, something like that, or maybe crazy theory he's from the future. But I'm going more the theory that they've been talking through time. Um, and yeah, but this really opens up more questions, and this is really going to skirt the timeline. However, I do like how Lisa's drawn in this art style. It looks different, unique. I don't know, I think it's just the way that this person's drawn her. But yes, okay. And yeah, so in this one, he's just going over saying about how he wants to and like wants to be there for the turtles, but doesn't know like whether like how they will react because well he has been always a bad guy and nearly killed them, if not he has killed them depending. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like this is quite cool interaction. Don't normally see something being good. Not normally like this to a turtle, not with a female future turtle. So then, come back to today with Johnny still finishing off his book from the first volume or the first like 5 issues, which is quite cool to see that's still happening. I honestly forgot about it. It's interesting to see him having to use chopsticks. He never had to use them before on any devices. And yeah, so yeah, this is quite cool. Love the weasels again. You know what? I really do need to learn the names. And yeah. And then again, this is like another way of him showing how much he appreciates the turtles and wants to be there. Like this is a good story arc for Shredder. I really want this to be really developed. I really want this one to please, Heavy Campbell, don't screw this one up. Yeah, so please, this is probably like one of the good story arcs you're gonna be doing for a long time. And yeah, this is where they're gonna be talking. So I wonder what's gonna happen next. Now at the end of the last issue, we got C Lita saying to Leo, I think it was Leo, like saying, "Just don't be angry with Uncle Saki." So I really want to know what's gonna happen. Like I do feel like there's gonna be real conflict. He will have anger issues, not anger issues, but be a bit angry towards him, but be respectful in that way. And yeah. So yeah, now if you take a look over at Instagram, they released a new image that came out a day ago. With Apex and Raphael just training just before or like they're at home, like not going to the rally, so that's probably happening in this issue. At Apex it says I bummed about babysitting Incel in security, just yet rally, and Ref says nah. But then if you take a look over on Twitter from the RW page, they also put up some more images saying, you're good at this stuff, you're good with kids, Rest so I am. Apex reply back, yeah, you're practically dead now. It goes back to what? Don't say that. I'm not. You're so damn. You're so doministic now. Oh god. Yeah. So this artist is the one that did, I think it's like issue 106 to 109. So that's cool to see. I must admit, Alapex is very good, like drawn, like, really good. I actually really like the design of this one now. And yeah, also gives me a bit of like Usagi Jimbo vibes of Alapex. Is it just me or what? But yeah, this looks interesting. Now, in terms of issue 119, I know that I'm jumping a bit ahead of schedule because this is going to be like for next month, which is going to be on the 14th of July. And yeah, so far only one cover has been released for this one, and it's this. And yeah, the description reads: April was on the run after discovering a scheme with dire consequences from Mutant Town. Meanwhile, Mutant will take a drastic step about a Pokemon collision calls with tmnt. So there's not really too much to go on. It literally just sums it all up about the issue. Just you can't really theorize it. And probably the artist is back again. Now, we do go back to issue 118. They did release all the covers, so you got this one, which is your standard one, or if you want to, you can go with the Kevin Eastman one, which now makes more sense of why having Lisa in, because before the preview came out, it was a bit unclear why Lisa was actually on there. But now we do, and it's quite interesting. But people are unsure with Jenica is going to be changing headband colours because there's two red tails with red bandanas and one with orange. But it could be the shade of colours that they're using. So one could be Marky, one could be Jenica. Who really knows? Now this other cover, which you can get if you want to, which is like a variant one from Carl Johnson, is just Leonardo and Suez. It has no connection to the story whatsoever, but if you want it, you can get it. But yeah, so this whole story comes out tomorrow with 32 pages and costs about $4. And yeah, so if you was to order about it, yeah, the company orders 10 copies. One of them will get the Carl Johnson one, which is the one looking at here. So yeah, look out for the read through of issue 118 in a few days. And yeah. So that's going to be it for today, guys. If you do like this one, please share, like, subscribe, and all that stuff. Goodbye, yo. Bye.